So break it down for us. Break down these four really quick.
Loan consolidation is basically restructuring your debt. If you've just had a minor bump in the road and you need a little relief, loan consolidation is a good choice because it takes your unsecured debt, turns it into secured debt, but at a lower monthly rate. So you're saving money each month. But conversely, it's taking unsecured debt and making it secured debt, meaning you're putting your house on the line. And two, you're not changing how much debt you owe. But it's still a viable option if you're just looking for a little bit of monthly payment relief.
What about credit counseling?
Credit counseling is a program that's similar. You're not borrowing any more money, but it's restructuring your debts. So you go to a credit counseling company, they're typically a nonprofit. They create a 3 to 5 year repayment plan. They lower your interest, maybe get rid of some fees or penalties, and you pay that over 3 to 5 years. So again, if you have a small problem, credit counseling may be ideal, but the drawbacks are two. You're not reducing your amount of debt, and if you cannot complete the plan, that 3 to 5 year plan, you're worse off.
Debt settlement, what's that? What does that entail?
Debt settlement is for the person who needs reduction in their principal to solve their financial issue. It's the more aggressive program, but it also reduces principal because what you do is you cease paying on your credit cards and you use that funds to negotiate settlements. So in other words, if you owe Bank of America $6,000 on a credit card, you negotiate that down to say $3,500 or $4,000, and you do that with each of your cards so that when you're done, you've reduced how much your debt by anywhere from 35 to 50%.
And then is bankruptcy the most draconian measure you can take to get out of debt?
Bankruptcy is the most draconian measure, but I want to emphasize, if you really have a serious financial problem and you don't have a lot of equity in your house, I would strongly advise you to look at Chapter 7. For Chapter 7, you have to qualify. There's a means test. Each state has its own means test. On Legal Edge Debt Solutions, we have a link to every means test in every state. So you can link on that and find out if you qualify for Chapter 7. If you have a serious debt problem, look at Chapter 7 first. It is serious. It's going to be on your credit for 10 years. But if you don't have substantial equity in your home and you're struggling, that's the first button you want to push. Chapter 13 is not as good a solution because it's like credit counseling. It just simply reorganizes your debt and restructures your debt. You have a court-supervised plan, so there's a cost component to it, and there isn't much debt reduction. And it's on your record, your credit record for 7 years.